What is up, everybody? JT Dangerously here once again. I am back to do my official Summerslam 2022 predictions. Now, Summerslam happens this Saturday, live on Peacock from Nissan Stadium, home of Ryan Tannehill, Derrick Henry, and the Tennessee Titans in Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee. Now, Summerslam has always been one of my favorite pay-per-views as a longtime WWE fan because it is the biggest party of the summer. And this year's Summerslam card is titanically stacked and loaded from top to bottom. Now, as of right now, we have 8 fantastic matches with 5 big titles on the line. So I am extremely excited to do my SummerSlam predictions for you guys this year. This could be a long video because we got a ton of SummerSlam dangerous facts to drop, and I hope you guys do enjoy. Now, our record coming into SummerSlam this year after our last WWE pay-per-view, which was the granddaddy of them all, WrestleMania 38 in Texas, we went a combined 9-5. So overall record coming in is 274, 124, and 1. So we're coming in insanely hot when it comes to WWE pay-per-view predictions on the channel, and I'm looking to keep it that way. So hoping this video we will continue this amazing streak we are on right now. We're on an unprecedented 14 pay-per-view winning streak, the second longest winning streak on the channel, and hoping this video we will continue the winning ways and make it 15 in a row. Hopefully. Now, if you guys haven't checked out my New Japan Pro Wrestling's Music City Mayhem 2022 predictions video yet, definitely go check it out if you haven't, guys, because this is the second video of the day and the final video in the month of July. So I hope you guys are able to watch this video and all the fantastic videos we put up on the channel in the month of July this year. It is the summer of Dangerously, so show your support by watching these videos, super kicking those like buttons, hitting that notification bell, and commenting your picks and your opinions in the comment sections down below. Now, if this is your first time watching my channel today, guys, it's a first time viewer and this is your first video, boy, big to go. And if you're a huge fan of the WWE like myself and you're ready for WWE's biggest party of the summer from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, SummerSlam. Welcome to the Dangerous Alliance. I'm JT Dangerously. Welcome to the club, because this club is just two. Whoop, whoop. Again, thank you guys so very much. Now, other than that, let's get right into my SummerSlam predictions. Now, if they do add any other matches to this card, I'll have them all in the comment section down below, but I'm going to do the 8 fantastic matches that have already been determined. Let's start off with the first matchup. It is a Money in the Bank rematch, and it is for the Smackdown Women's Championship. Starting off with the challenger. She is the former Raw Women's Champion, and she is the former SmackDown Women's Champion, looking to regain the gold here. She is the baddest woman on the planet. She is Rowdy Ronda Rousey. And Ronda Rousey is challenging the 23rd and reigning and defending SmackDown Women's Champion, the underdog herself, Liv Morgan. Now, this is a huge opportunity for Ronda Rousey, a chance to regain the SmackDown Women's title that she lost at Money in the Bank to Liv Morgan, and history at SummerSlam makes Ronda Rousey a heavy, heavy favorite. The other side, you have the underdog champion, Liv Morgan, looking to start her first reign as a SmackDown Women's Champion, and she's looking to make her first title defense on pay-per-view a successful one. Now, Liv Morgan did what any Money in the Bank ladder match winner would do. She took the opportunity, she saw a wounded champion, and she cashed in that briefcase. So you cannot fault Liv Morgan for that. But to cash in on Ronda Rousey, that took a lot of balls for Liv Morgan to do, and she got it done, and she finally achieved the dream that she's been wanting to do for so many years. But history at SummerSlam makes Liv Morgan the ultimate underdog. Now, here's a SummerSlam dangerous fact. The SmackDown Women's titles have been defended 6 times at SummerSlam. The titles have changed hands 4 times. SmackDown Women's Champions here at SummerSlam are 1 and 4. Now, the last time the SmackDown Women's title changed hands at SummerSlam was last year when Becky defeated Bianca in less than 30 seconds. And the last time the SmackDown Women's title was successfully defended was all the way back in 2019 when Bayley did it. So coming from me in this Money in the Bank rematch for the SmackDown Women's Championship, this is a tough pick because it's pretty much a catch-22. WWE put themselves in the corner once again. Firstly, Ronda Rousey can't lose back-to-back pay-per-views. And another fact, Liv Morgan can't lose this belt this soon after she just won it over a couple weeks ago. So pretty much this is a catch-22 pick. So coming from me, I'm making this one wrong, but I think I am going to go with Liv Morgan to overcome all the odds and retain the SmackDown Women's Championship by any means and defeat Rowdy Ronda Rousey, or this match will end in a no contest. And now next matchup, it is a one-on-one grudge match on one side. He is a former United States champion, a former Money in the Bank winner. He is Happy Corbin. And his opponent is, in my opinion, the best commentator in WWE right now on Smackdown. He is the former Pro Bowler punter for the Indianapolis Colts, and he has his own radio show. He is the very talented Pat McAfee. Now, this thing has been brewing ever since Happy Corbin became Happy Corbin. We've heard McAfee on SmackDown on commentary saying he was better as bum-ass Corbin. He was more interesting to watch. And Corbin must have been hearing all of that, and he took it out on Pat McAfee at the end of Money in the Bank when he attacked them at the end of the show and hit him with the end of days. And then we all saw what happened this past Friday on SmackDown when Happy Corbin attacked Pat McAfee when he was on commentary. And this has been brewing ever since. And it's crazy to think these two were on the same Indianapolis Colts squad as rookies, and now they're facing each other one-on-one at SummerSlam. Now, starting off, and then on your side, you have Pat McAfee, who's coming off his huge WrestleMania victory over Austin Theory and his surprising loss to Vince McMahon, and I got a lot to say about Vince McMahon in this video. But Pat McAfee really proved what I've been seeing when he was in NXT, that Pat McAfee can wrestle in the ring. He's got that crowd going for him. His theme music is fantastic. And I'll say it again, Pat McAfee's the best commentator on SmackDown and in the WWE in general because he makes SmackDown watchable when he's on commentary. Even dealing with Michael Cole, who I've been watching on SmackDown for years, he makes Michael Cole look good. And the fact is, SmackDown is more watchable with him on commentary than watching the 3 hours of Raw with Corey Graves sucking his own wife's, going crazy for his wife Carmella. You got Jimmy Smith, who's not doing too bad, and then you have the what do you call it, the sucker himself, Byron Saxton. So coming from me in this one-on-one grudge match, I am gonna go with the talented Pat McAfee to get it done once again on a big-time pay-per-view and defeat Happy Corbin by any means. Bum-ass Corbin. And now the next matchup, it is another Money in the Bank rematch. Boy, that is this is pretty much the norm for this year's SummerSlam rematches. And it is for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships. Starting off with the special guest referee. He is the former 6-time NWA World Heavyweight Champion. He was the founder of TNA Wrestling, and he is forever and always will be the King of the Mountain. He is Double J himself, Jeff Jarrett. Now, starting off with the challengers. They are the former NXT Tag Team Champions, the former Raw and SmackDown Tag Team Champions, and they are looking to finally be the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champs. They are the team of Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, a.k.a. Boogie Cousins. They are the Street Profits. And the Street Profits are challenging the reigning and defending undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos. Now, this is the 9th and hopefully the final one-on-one meeting between the Street Profits and the Usos. The Usos lead the old-time series 5-3. Now, the Street Profits' last victory over the Usos happened on an episode of Monday Night Raw back in June going into this year's Money in the Bank. And the Usos' last victory over the Usos happened very controversially at Money in the Bank in July when Montez Ford's shoulder was up after the 1D was hit by the Usos. So this is the much-anticipated rematch. Now, the big question coming into this match is, where will Jeff Jarrett's allegiance lie? We know Jeff Jarrett is the King of the Mountain, the former 6-time NWA World Champion. And he's been special guest referee he's been special guest referees in other promotions, and he's pretty much a fair referee. But with his upcoming match with Ric Flair in that tag team showdown on Sunday, his allegiance is definitely being a heel. So he will definitely be the deciding factor in this tag team championship showdown. Now, starting off with the Street Profits first, this, in my opinion, is their last chance. If they do not win the undisputed WWE Tag Team titles, we need some new competition in the tag team division ASAP, because it can't just be the Usos and the Street Profits every damn pay-per-view. And if they lose this, I don't know. I've been hearing a lot of rumors that they want to split the Street Profits up because they see a lot of potential in Montez Ford and not a lot in Angelo Dawkins. But if that happens, I mean, it would be a pretty big, significant split in the tag team division. And they are looking to regain the tag team titles that they haven't held since the pandemic era back in 2020. Their side, you have the Usos looking to continue their amazing run as the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions. They've been the Smackdown Tag Team Champions for over a year, and they have been holding it down in the tag team division, and they're looking to prove to the Street Profits that the Street Profits are the 2, and the Usos, they the 1. So coming from me, in this Money in the Bank rematch for the undisputed WWE Tag Team titles with Jeff Jarrett as the special guest referee, I would not be shocked if the Street Profits walk out the undisputed tag team champions, but how can you bet against the Usos? They just get it done every time. And when you're running with the bloodline, you have to continue to win. So coming from me, I am going to go with Jimmy and Jay, the Usos, to retain the undisputed WWE tag team titles by any means and defeat the Street Profits. We the ones. And now the next matchup. It is another Money in the Bank rematch. Boy, this is turning into a running joke. And this time it is for the United States Championship. Starting off with the challenger. He is the youngest Money in the Bank winner in WWE history. And he is the former youngest ever United States Champion in WWE history. Looking to regain the gold here. And you guys know when it's down, it's A-Town down. Because he is Austin Theory. And Austin Theory is challenging the former 2-time WWE Champion and the 175th reigning and defending 3-time United States Champion, the almighty Bobby Lashley, aka Franklin. Now, this could easily be the biggest night in Austin Theory's career. A chance to regain the United States title that he lost at Money in the Bank, and quite possibly walking out of SummerSlam, the undisputed Universal WWE Championship. Because when you have Money in the Bank, you can cash it in anytime, anywhere. And when the champion is vulnerable, and with the main event being a last man standing matchup, Austin Theory is going to be watching that monitor very closely because this could be quite possibly the biggest night of his entire career. And history at SummerSlam makes Austin Theory a heavy underdog. The other side, you have the almighty one, Bobby Lashley, looking to start his 3rd reign as the United States Champion. His first time holding it in over 2 years, and he's looking to make his first title defense a successful one. Now, history at SummerSlam makes the almighty one a heavy favorite. Now, here's a SummerSlam dangerous fact. The United States title has been defended 10 times at SummerSlam. The title's only changed hands 3 times. United States champions here at SummerSlam are 6-3. Now, the last time the U.S. title changed hands was last year with Damian Priest defeating Sheamus, and the last time the U.S. title was successfully defended was all the way back in 2020 when Apollo Crews did it. So, coming from me in this yet another Money in the Bank rematch for the United States Championship, knowing Austin Theory, he's going to be looking to take less damage as he can take. Because if he gets hurt in this match and the champion is so vulnerable that he can't even get up for a 10 count, he is not going to walk out the undisputed Universal WWE Champion. So if Austin Theory is smart, he will go out fast in this match and be ready to cash in that briefcase possibly tonight. But coming from me, I am going to go with the almighty one, Bobby Lashley, to retain the United States title by any means and defeat Austin Theory. And now next matchup, it is a one-on-one grudge match on one side. Wrestling only his 2nd match in his entire WWE career, he is the YouTube sensation Logan Paul. And his opponent is the former 2-time WWE Champion, the only 2-time Grand Slam winner, and the self-proclaimed A-lister, he is The Miz. Now, honestly, I can give 2 shits about this match. I don't like Logan Paul, and I damn sure do not like The Miz. But the fact that Logan Paul really did impress me at WrestleMania in that tag team match against the Mysterios. And then when you all know with The Miz, he wants all the attention all day, every day. And when somebody else gets more attention than him, he retaliates. And he did that at WrestleMania when he Skull Crush finale'd Logan Paul. And ever since then, Logan Paul has been bound and determined to get some revenge against The Miz. And he signed a WWE contract. And now he's officially a WWE superstar. The YouTube man who went through everything. I mean, he's boxed, he's bought Pokemon cards and got scammed out of them, which was fantastic. But he can definitely go in the ring. But the fact is WWE's trying to make him like the babyface. WWE wants fans to cheer Logan Paul. WWE, that's a mistake because nobody's going to cheer Logan Paul in anything in life. So the fact that they're trying to push him as a babyface is just not going to work. Then you got The Miz looking to put down Logan Paul once and for all, looking to make sure he doesn't get upstaged once again. And the fact is, it seems like every time The Miz is in a match with a guest or somebody, he always feels like he's getting outshined by them, and that's pretty much his tiny balls mentality. He just wants to be the center of attention all day, every day. He plugs his show, Miz and Mrs. every week on Raw. He's got Miz TV. He's got Tommaso Ciampa being his gopher now, and I feel bad for Tommaso Ciampa. He was a leader back in NXT, but now he's just nothing but what John Morris and Alex Riley was for The Miz, a gopher. So Miz is looking to shut down Logan Paul right here and right now. So coming from me in this one-on-one grudge match, like I give a shit, I'm going with Logan Paul to win this match and win his first one-on-one match in WWE and defeat the A-lister, The Miz, by any means. Ugh. And now the next matchup. In this one-on-one showdown, I am extremely excited for. It is a one-on-one grudge match on one side. He is one half of the RK Bros. He is the original bro, Matt Riddle. And his opponent is a former 3-time Universal Champion, a former WWE Champion, a former Ring of Honor Champion. He is the Monday Night Messiah. He is the true MVP of 2022. He is the visionary Seth freaking Rollins. Now, this matchup has the potential to be a classic here at SummerSlam because these two have never met on pay-per-view one-on-one. So you know, first-time meetings on pay-per-view always deliver. Now, starting off with Matt Riddle, this has been a very interesting year for the original bro. After having his tag team partner and best friend Randy Orton being taken out indefinitely, Matt Riddle has been getting it done in the singles scene. I mean, he had that amazing shot at the Undisputed Universal WWE title against Roman Reigns on Smackdown. He had a great showing in this year's Money in the Bank, and now he's looking to shut down Seth freaking Rollins here and now in his first one-on-one match at SummerSlam. There is this idea of Seth freaking Rollins, who is coming on a slump like no other on pay-per-view, because here's a crazy dangerous fact. Seth Rollins' last one-on-one victory on pay-per-view, you have to go all the way back to Hell in a Cell last year when he defeated Cesaro. So Seth Rollins has not won a one-on-one pay-per-view match in over a year. And Seth Rollins' record at SummerSlam is pretty damn good. He is 5-2 here. His last win was back in 2020 against Dominic Mysterio, and his last loss was at last year. And Seth freaking Rollins is looking to get back on the winning scene on pay-per-view, and he is looking to prove that he is, in my opinion, the MVP of 2022 in WWE. He has delivered every time he has been in one-on-one matches. Even though he hasn't won a match in a year, he has delivered in every match he has been in. So coming from me in this one-on-one grudge match, and the match I think will be the match of the night, between the original bro and the visionary, it's the bro KO, the RKO with the bro, versus the stomp. So this one's going to be good. But coming from me, I am going to go with Seth freaking Rollins to end his one-year pay-per-view losing streak and finally get back on the horse and get it done here and defeat the original bro, Matt Riddle, by any means in a SummerSlam banger. And now next matchup. It is a WrestleMania 38 rematch, and it is for the Raw Women's Championship. Starting off with the challenger. She is the former 2-time Raw Women's Champion, and she's looking to regain the title that she lost at WrestleMania 38. She is Big Time Becky Lynch. And Becky Lynch is challenging the 24th and reigning and defending Raw Women's Champion. She is the EST of WWE. She is Bianca Belair. Now this is the fourth and hopefully the last one-on-one meeting between Big Time Bex and Bianca Belair. Big Time Bex leads the old-time series 2-1. Now, Becky Lynch's last victory over Bianca Belair happened on an episode of Monday Night Raw on November 1st of last year. And Belair's last victory over Becky was all the way back at WrestleMania back in April. So this is the WrestleMania rematch. Now, starting off with Becky Lynch first, this is a huge opportunity for her. A chance to become a 3-time Raw Women's Champion, and she's looking to regain the title that she lost at WrestleMania. And history at SummerSlam makes Big Time Bex a heavy favorite. There is this idea of the EST, Bianca Belair, looking to continue her reign as the Raw Women's Champion, and she's looking to make her 5th title defense a successful one. Now, Bianca Belair finally realized her dream and won the Raw Women's title at WrestleMania, but now she's looking to exercise a SummerSlam demon, because we all remember what happened last year. Bianca lost the Smackdown Women's Championship to Becky Lynch in less than 30 seconds. So Bianca's looking to end her SummerSlam curse, and history at SummerSlam makes Bianca Belair the heavy underdog, because here's a SummerSlam dangerous fact. The Raw Women's title has been defended 7 times at SummerSlam. The titles have changed hands 4 times. Raw Women's Champions here are 2 and 4. Now, the last time the Raw Women's title changed hands at SummerSlam was last year when Charlotte defeated Nikki Ash and Rhea Ripley. And the last time the Raw Women's title was successfully defended was all the way back in 2020 when Bayley did it. So, coming from me in this WrestleMania 38 rematch for the Raw Women's Championship between Big Time Bex and the EST, hopefully this is the end of the Big Time Bex run as Big Time Bex's opportunity, because honestly, if you guys remember, Rhea Ripley was supposed to face Bianca Belair at Money in the Bank, but she got an injury. So I'm really hoping Rhea Ripley gets back into the Women's Championship picture. Hopefully, possibly Bayley gets back into the picture, because we've been hearing a lot of rumors that she may be back by SummerSlam. We've heard rumors Charlotte could be here as well. So hopefully we'll get some new challengers. So I am going to go with the EST, Bianca Belair, to retain the Raw Women's title by any means and defeat Big Time Becky Lynch. And now, it's time for the main event. It is for, hopefully, the final time. Hopefully it is the final meeting, and by the end of the night, we will know who will be the last man standing for the undisputed Universal WWE Championship. Starting off with the challenger. He is looking to become the undisputed Universal WWE Champion. He is the Beast Incarnate. He is Brock Lesnar. And Brock Lesnar is challenging the reigning, defending, the undisputed Universal WWE Champion, the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. Now, this is the 6th and possibly the final one-on-one meeting between Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns leads the all-time series 3-2. Now, Lesnar's last one-on-one victory over Roman Reigns, you have to go all the way back to the Greatest Royal Rumble in 2018. So Lesnar has not defeated Roman in 4 long years. And Roman Reigns last defeated Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 38 in the main event to become the undisputed Universal WWE Champion. Now, starting off with Brock Lesnar, this matchup almost did not happen, because if you guys did not know, if you've been living under a rock, Vince McMahon has resigned as chairman and CEO and head of creative of WWE. So Vince McMahon is no longer running this company. It's Stephanie McMahon and Nick Khan as co-CEOs with a new possible creative running the show. And when Brock Lesnar heard this on Friday in Boston at TD Gardens, he left. Everybody was going nuts that Brock Lesnar left SmackDown 8 days before this huge title opportunity. And they were thinking about having a replacement, possibly being Goldberg or somebody. But then Brock Lesnar came back at the last of the hour and hit Austin Theory with the F5. So this matchup is happening, but with the ramifications of the resigning of Vince McMahon, I will have to say thank you, Vince, for what you've done for for sports entertainment for years. I cannot say thank you enough, Vince. But Brock Lesnar may have not gotten this opportunity, but he's getting it now. And it's crazy to think, in his entire WWE career, Brock Lesnar has never been in a last man standing match in his career. It's crazy to think that he's been in cage matches, cell matches, Money in the Bank matches, stretcher matches, but he's never been in a last man standing match. So this is going to be very new to Brock Lesnar, and Brock Lesnar's record at SummerSlam is pretty solid. It's 5-4. His last one-on-one victory was all the way back in 2016 when he defeated Randy Orton via TKO. And Brock is looking to prove to Roman Reigns that he's the beast and he is going to be the last man standing. There inside you have my Tribal Chief Roman Reigns looking to continue this amazing run as the undisputed Universal WWE Champion. He has been Universal Champion for 2 years. He has been on an Okada level title reign since turning rogue, and Roman Reigns' history at SummerSlam makes him the heavy favorite, as well as in last man standing matches. Here's a huge dangerous fact. Roman Reigns is perfect at SummerSlam in one-on-one matches. He is 3-0. And he's also undefeated in last man standing matches. His last man standing match victory happened at the Royal Rumble back in 2021 against Kevin Owens. So this matchup definitely favors the Tribal Chief. And with this match being last man standing, you guys already know when it comes to last man standing matches, they're brutal, they're intense, and with Austin Theory waiting in the wings with that Money in the Bank briefcase, this could be the most opportune time for Austin Theory to cash in his briefcase and walk out the undisputed Universal WWE Champion. But both guys are going to have to be spent, bloody, everything. This match is going to be fantastic, and hopefully this is the final meeting between these two, because we need some new challengers. We got Clash of the Castle coming up in Cardiff, Wales, and we will know on Friday who will challenge the winner of this match between Drew McIntyre and Sheamus, which we already know it's going to be Drew McIntyre versus possibly Roman Reigns at Clash of the Castle. Hell, Drew McIntyre's on the poster of Clash of the Castle. He's winning that match on Friday against Sheamus. It's not even a question. So, coming from me, in the last meeting between these two, the last time they will meet and see who will be the last man standing for the Undisputed Universal Championship, I would not be shocked if Brock Lesnar wins this match. I would not even be shocked at all. But coming from me, I'm going to go with the man that this shirt has been doing ever since coming back, and that is showing up and winning. I am going to go with my Tribal Chief and yours, I'm going to go with Roman Reigns to retain the Universal WWE Championship and defeat Brock Lesnar and be the last man standing. Acknowledge him. And those are my SummerSlam 2022 predictions. Now, I want to thank you guys so very much for watching this video today. Comment below. Who do you see becoming the last man standing in that the Undisputed Universal WWE Championship match between Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns? Who do you see winning the United States title between Austin Theory and Bobby Lashley? Who do you see winning that one-on-one matchup that could be the banger of the night, Matt Riddle versus Seth Rollins? Who do you see walking out the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions between the Street Profits and the Usos with Jeff Jarrett as a special guest referee? Who do you see winning the Money in the Bank rematch between Ronda Rousey and Liv Morgan? And who do you see winning between Pat McAfee and Happy Corbin? Now let me know in the comment section, what is your favorite SummerSlam and what is your favorite SummerSlam match? For me, it has always been SummerSlam 2002. That pay-per-view was just special with some fantastic matches. And some of my favorite SummerSlam matches throughout the years, of course, Shawn versus Triple H at SummerSlam 2002. Shawn's first match after being away for 4 years. That match was just special. Brock versus Rock for the Undisputed WWE title in that same 2002 SummerSlam. Benoit Orton in 2004 for the world title. Cena Brock in 2014. That's maybe the most one-sided match in WWE and wrestling history. That SummerSlam match in 2014. Punk versus Brock in 2013. But let me know, what is your favorite SummerSlam event, and what is your favorite SummerSlam match in the comment section? Let's have a conversation about it. Of course, I'm always on to see your comment, like it, and of course reply right back to because comments and your opinions are absolutely always welcome on this channel. Now, I do want to thank you guys so very much for watching all the videos I put up on the channel in the month of July this month. Again, thank you guys so very much for all the support. I'm truly blessed to have you guys part of this dangerous alliance, this dangerous family. And now we go into the second half of 2022, and folks, we got the second half of 2022 is going to be absolutely crazy bonkers. And it starts in August with a little bit of a break, about a 3-week break for me. But then I get back on the horse the week of August 22nd with 3 big predictions. Hopefully they will be up, and that will be All Out for AEW, Clash of the Castle for WWE, and the return of Week 1 college football predictions. So again, thank you guys so very much for watching all my fantastic videos I put up on the channel the first half of 2022, and hopefully you guys will continue going into the last half of 2022 in the month of August all the way up to 2023 with some big time videos. Now, before you guys go, as always, you guys can never forget to do this. That like button, comment, share with your friends. Of course, super kick that like button like only you guys can. Of course, guys can never forget to do this as well. That like button, comment, share with your friends. Subscribe, comment, share with your friends. We are now over 1,000 subscribers on the channel. So again, thank you guys so very much for all the support. And if you guys are not subscribed to the channel yet, What are you guys waiting for? If you're a fan of professional wrestling when it comes to the WWE, AEW, New Japan Pro Wrestling, and Ring of Honor, and you're a fan of professional sports when it comes to the NBA, the NHL, Major League Baseball, the NFL, and college football, super kick that subscribe button, folks. It's free, and you become part of this bigger, dangerous alliance. And I will see you guys on the week of August 22nd for my official AEW's All Out 4 2022 predictions, my WWE's Clash at the Castle 2022 predictions, and my official Week 1 college football predictions. Later days, guys. Have a wonderful rest of the month. Stay safe, stay cool during this heat wave we've been going through. Later days, and peace.